Alright, and we're back again. This time we got Damso. I listened to Mosaic Solitaire, and you guys seem to really like that one. It was different. It was very different. The visuals are clean. The lyrics were very deep. And you guys recommended Amnesia. So there's two here. None official ones on his channel. Don't know what these are. This one looks like a fan-made music video, and this one's just got like an artwork there. This one has got 21 million views, but because this one has visuals, fuck it, I'm just gonna go with this one. I apologize if this is shambolic and I shouldn't have pressed this one, but hey. Also, just forgot to mention again, shout out to the boy Salem for translating this one. Big respect to the boy. If he wasn't doing it, then I would be fully in the dark. But yeah.
Mort et son avenir proche, les anges de l'enfer l'escortent. Le hashtag vie tient peut-être d'elle, de son coup pendu à la corde. Trop jeune pour comprendre l'impact des mots. Je m'en fous de ce qu'elle veut tant que j'ai ce qu'il me faut. 13 ans déjà mon premier rapport. Depuis mon cœur a fermé la porte. Aussi bizarre que cela puisse paraître. Après la barquette je voulais qu'elle disparaisse. Elle voulait qu'on s'aime mais je ne voulais pas. J'étais le dernier à faire le premier pas. Plus les années passaient plus lourde est la tâche. Je la trouvais pas bonne et je voulais qu'elle le sache. Dans la méchanceté je me sentais si bien. J'étais loin d'imaginer son quotidien. Des larmes séchées sur ces poèmes qu'elle m'écrivait en recherchant plaisir cuitant et bien. Faut que j'étais comme un alléluia, scandé par un supporter parisien. Le jour de son suicide je n'en revenais pas. La veille elle voulait que je la prenne dans mes bras. Mais je suis pas doué dès qu'on s'éloigne des draps. Je suis plus dans le sucement et concentre-toi. Dernier message elle parle au répondeur. Allô Damso je vais faire sonner mon heure. Je décrochais pas, je voulais pas faire d'erreur. Qu'elle me casse les couilles c'est ce dont j'avais peur. C'était la dernière fois que j'entendais ses pleurs. Elle était morte et pourtant je lui ai dit à tout à l'heure. Depuis je fume pour l'oublier.
I like this guy. I like how he sounds on the beat. Okay. That you're just riding it effortlessly. What's he saying? Death is her near future. Angels of hell are escorting her. The hashtag life may have come for her. From her neck hanging on the rope. Okay. Okay, we've started deep already. Now I'm looking back at me bopping my head to that so nicely at the beginning, and you guys are probably thinking he doesn't have a clue what this guy is saying. Okay, this is okay, mad. I was too young to understand the impact of words. I don't care what she wants as long as I got what I need. That's some fucked up way of looking at it, my guy. You know, it works both ways. 13 years old, I had my first sexual activity. Since then, my heart has closed the door. As strange as it may seem, after I fucked her, I wanted her to disappear. My man wanted a beat and skeet. He wanted a fucking... he wanted a hit and run. Jesus, okay. She wanted to love me, but I didn't want to. So is this like a love song then? Is this like not a love song? Is this like a... I mean, we'll see. Let me just listen. I got to stop getting impatient. I was the last one to take the first step. I was the last one to take the first step. That sounds deep. How can you be the last one to take the first step? Maybe all these other people were just doing normal things, conforming, doing stuff that everyone else does, following like sheep. But he was like the very last person to do it. But he actually took like the first step, maybe the first step forward. Like he made a change. The more years that go by, the heavier the task becomes. I thought she was ugly and I wanted her to know it. Raw! In the nastiness, I felt so good. I couldn't realize what she was going through. So is he talking about maybe a past experience of his where he was a bit of a dickhead, he treated someone badly, but at the time of doing so, he didn't realize that he was being such a dickhead? Maybe. Dried tears on her poems. She was texting me looking for a sexual pleasure. Fake ass. I was like, go Marseille. Sang by a Parisian supporter. Marseille, the soccer team or football team, south of France, and PSG, obviously Paris, have a long-term beef in France. Okay, so Marseille and PSG don't get along. So pretty much he's saying like, go Marseille, is that like a football chant or a football song relating to Marseille? And obviously that would be a bit of a contradiction. If you're from Paris saying that, it will be like, a bit of a fake fan. The day of her suicide, I couldn't believe it. Oh shit, we've gone even deeper. The day before, she wanted me to give her a hug, but I'm not really good when we get away from the sheets. I'm more like a suck me off and focus type of guy. Raw. He's literally beating and skeeting. He's there for the he's there for the sex. He's there for the pleasure, and he does not care about anybody's feelings. Zero feelings are being taken into account for here. I'm on like a last message. She was speaking to my voicemail. Hello, Damso. I'm going to ring the bell. I didn't pick up the phone. I didn't want to make a mistake. She pisses me off, and that's what I was afraid of. That was the last time I heard her crying. She was dead, but yet I said, see you later. Fuck. Okay, this is deep. This is fucking deep.
Depuis je fume pour l'oublier. Je fume pour oublier qu'il est Dieu. Depuis je fume pour l'oublier. Je fume pour oublier qu'il est Dieu. Depuis je fume pour l'oublier. Je fume pour oublier qu'il est Dieu. Depuis je fume pour l'oublier. Je fume pour oublier qu'il est Dieu.
So he's pretty much said, since then I've been smoking to forget her. I smoke to forget that I killed her. So he's saying that now he's taken the fuck is the word? He's pretty much accepted the fact that maybe it was him that drew her to commit suicide. The life that he was leading with her, the disrespect she was giving her. She was on her last leg. She didn't know what she was going through, maybe depressed or all this stuff. And now that that's happened, now he can't forgive himself, so he's just smoking to forget. He's smoking all the doobies in the world. He just doesn't want to live with the fact. But obviously now he knows that maybe he brought her to do it, and now he just doesn't want to. He doesn't want to have that burden on his shoulders, so he's just smoking to forget. Jesus.
En 3 ans aujourd'hui, y'a 10 ans déjà, que je prie pour que l'amnésie s'en prenne à moi. J'assume mes actes en fumant des noix. Peut-être que son avenir me pardonnera. Le jour de l'enterrement, je m'en battais les couilles. Bizarrement, c'est comme si je chantais pas les coups. En même temps, j'étais pas là pour voir sa dépouille. Je rappais pendant que le prof donnait cours. Jeune délinquant, très mal dressé. Ma note à plante en poignet blessé. Négro des champs, chiasse dans WC. M'a dit le caissier avant d'encaisser. Énervé, je lui fous une patate dans le menton. J'ai pris ce qu'il avait dit pour argent comptant. Premier braquage sans trop faire exprès. Ce fils de putain n'avait pas d'espèce. Je m'enferme dans la drogue douce. Bras de whisky dans le juice. J'oublie cette vie que j'ai ôtée. Son cul plat dont je me suis moqué. Ampoule de verre dépoli. Ressort mon teint défraîchi. Je me souviens de cette vie que j'ai ôtée. Son 86 B que j'ai ploté. Je me construis plus dans le regard des autres. Je suis ni des leurs, ni des vôtres, ni des nôtres. Plus des loin des beaux bâtiments. Remords de sombres châtiments. C'était la dernière fois que je sentais son pouls. Elle était morte et pourtant je lui ai dit I love you. Depuis je fume pour l'oublier.
Oh, it actually slaps. That chorus is beautiful to listen to. Okay. 23 years today. 10 years ago already. That I prayed that amnesia will come after me. So again, that thing he said there, he smokes to forget. He wants amnesia. He doesn't want to remember this shit. He literally wants it out of his memory. I take responsibility for my actions by smoking nuts. Nutmeg is a really unpopular drug and it's a very dangerous one. Fair. So he's taking responsibilities by his actions by pretty much risking his own life, not only to forget, but he maybe subconsciously wants his own life to end because of this. Like the guilt, he can't live with it. Maybe her future will forgive me. Forgiveness from the young woman's future, maybe a future that doesn't exist since she's dead. So he'll only receive forgiveness from a woman once he joins her in death. Yeah, so pretty much what I said there. Like the only way that he'll feel good about what he's done is if he dies as well. That's mad. On the day of the funeral, I didn't care. That's fucking heartless. Strangely, it felt like it didn't feel the hits. At the same time, I wasn't there to see her body. I was rapping while the teacher was giving class. I was a bad kid, badly trained, full-time handcuffs, injured wrists. First robbery, not really on purpose. That son of a bitch had no cash. So now he's just talking back on his life. He's looking back at the things and saying, oh fuck, I've been a bad person from birth, so there's no surprise why I'm like this. Like why I was a dickhead, why I am one. I lock myself up in soft drugs. A little bit of whiskey in the juice. I forget the life that I took away. Her flat arse that I laughed at. Frosted glass light up the sadness on my face. I remember the life I took away. Her little breast that I groped. I no longer build myself up from other people's judgments. Ooh. I'm neither theirs, not yours, nor ours. Dirty goon, I'm far away from the fancy buildings. Ugly remorse, dark punishment. That was the last time that I felt her pulse. She was dead, and yet I said, I love you. Wait a minute. So is he now talking about, like, maybe... Because in the first one, it was kind of complicated to see, like, who killed her and how exactly she died, because he was talking about it was via voicemail and maybe she was going to kill herself, and she was trying to talk to him to maybe get some sanity and, like, clear things out, and he was like, nah, fuck that, see you later. And now he's talking about, it was the last time I felt her pulse. She was dead, and yet so maybe he killed her? He literally killed her? Is that what we're learning here? Or am I reading that wrong? Like, he pretty much killed her and then just took advantage of her and said, I love you, to end it off. Damn. That shit's fucked up. That shit's beyond fucked. But I understand what you guys were saying. This guy has deep fucking lyrics. His lyrics are dark. I mean, I like it, but they're dark. He reminds me of, and I don't know much about The Weeknd. I'm not the biggest fan, but my mates are big fans of him. And this type of music that he makes is quite, like, dark and sexually orientated and all that stuff, like some fucking, like, what do you call it, 50 Shades of Grey type bullshit. And, like, this is kind of reminding me of it in a way, just without The Weeknd's vocals, obviously. But yeah, that's mad. All right, let's hear this one out. That visual representation there at the end, she was there like that. He's obviously got the blindfold on. He's trying to forget everything while smoking, but she's there, like, calling him. Mad. Alright, so that was Damso, Amnesia. Okay, Smoking to Forget. That was fucking deep. That was very deep. Them lyrics were... Well, that was not what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. Wasn't expecting anything. I don't know much about this guy, apart from the fact that you guys have told me that his lyrics are quite dark, and yeah, but he's great at making me, like, visualize an image. Like, his writing's actually proper. Even though this is translated, I bet it sounds so much cleaner in French, because obviously direct translations don't always work. But even that sounded fucking beautiful, and the way that he could portray an image in my head, flawless. So Damso, really like that one. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Recommend any other things I should react to. Recommend more Damso as well, because I can respect this guy. He's hard. Leave a comment, so you can follow my Instagram right there, TomG98, and subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit.